This is Azrael session number 5. I've done the Azrael invocation. Hopefully this will be louder than the last one. Before I begin, I just wanted to mention that there was a question that came in based on the last few, 1 through 3 at least. And Azrael says a lot of things. He seems to talk about not having fear, not believing in messiahs, not allowing yourself to be afraid in this current environment. But the question that came through from somebody, well, that didn't come through, but that was a comment that was given to me was, I'm sorry, I'm moving my feet here. What's the point of all this? Like, what is Azrael? What is the context of this? Like, what is Azrael trying to get to? Why is he saying these things? What is the context of us knowing this? So I'm asking Azrael that question in advance. And yeah, so that's the question that I think we're looking to address today, particularly what the point is of bringing this up. And clearly this is not something that's meant to be personal to me. I mean, I have my own personal communications, but this is something that is meant to be for everyone. So to me, it's just, you know, Azrael has to, and I don't know if he's answering unspoken questions that I've had. And so maybe that's all being said out loud. Might be connected to dreams I've had and things like that. So I just want him to focus on what is it that he's trying to say to the people watching these videos. He wants these videos to be public. He's saying, no, I want you to publish these. I want people to see them. So my question to him has been, okay, what is your reason for saying that? And I hope there's not a lot of background noise here. I choose this room because it's usually quieter, but then I'm finding on video it's not always quieter. So, so let's do our best here, and I'm hoping I'll be a little louder this time. Okay, so enough of me. Azrael, I've given you my question, and I'm giving you the floor. This is a time of great change. This is a time when imaginary divisions are tying up reality, are tying up the space people are in. People are alive and dead at the same time. I ask you to be alive for your own survival. There's no need for me to come earlier than physical death. But so many people are walking around dead while their bodies live. Most people walk around dead while their bodies live. But now people realize awakening to being alive. And so I say to those people, don't be afraid. Azrael, people have been like this for a long time. Why now? Because it is time. You were not ready before. You're ready now. Find your voice. Don't live like you did before. You're not in the same space that you were before. Time has shifted. It's shifting you away from what could have been. But what could have been would have destroyed you. So don't live like you did before. So I want to know what the new way is to live then. In the new way, you realize that none of this is serious. Play, not work. You're alive. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's wondrous. Wondrous and terrible. All you focus on is what is terrible. And your life is terrible. Your systems imprison people. You imprison yourselves. Saturnian. You do your duty. In the new way, you are an actor. And like a child, you play. And then the play stops, and you end, and you begin a new play. But everything has turned grave. You have many masks. You don't even know how to connect to the mask that you're in. You don't know how to play. Transform this before it destroys you. And there's no need for death before death. Before physical death. There's a difference between deaths that you have in your life and being dead. There's a difference between the caterpillar that becomes a butterfly and the one that dies in the cocoon. Or dies before it gets into the cocoon. I am here to help. My duty is not just about physical death, nor is that of my compatriots. We are here to help, and we call those who are called to do the work. Understand the language of the cosmos. Your language is not the only one. The language of the trees, the language of the fields, the language of the sky, the language of the rivers, the language under the earth, the language of the ancestors. Become a traveler of languages. Learn the languages. Stop worrying that you're not part of the story. Everyone's part of the story. You do not escape your role. You only have so much choice. Some things you cannot fight. Some things you cannot control. Sands of time run. Do not worry about the sands of time. You will have time for what it is you need to do. Do not be impatient for things before their time. Honor the earth in all of her dimensions. And honor her connection to everything outside the earth. And inside. Know that you don't know, and you cannot know. You can only experience. Stop acting as though you're a loose thread on the tapestry. Loose threads are simply cut off. Sing in the wind. The wind sings. Do not be poisoned by the sun. Peace I bring, and chaos. Things don't stay the same forever, so don't hold on to them. People don't stay. Be ready to let them go when it's time. And how do you know it's time? You'll just know. If you need to know, you will know. Your awareness is increasing, and people don't want to be more aware. They're already afraid of what they know. They live in a hole in the ground. You'll not survive that way. We need you all to survive. Azrael, what does this have to do with the culture? You've said things about the culture. Where is this going? Where is this going? Is the change going to be, is it a bad one, or is it going to be regressive? No. There are many who fight, but we fight harder. You have to fight with love. You have to fight without fear. Everybody has to fight. But you're not fighting each other, you fight fear. You've been restricted. You've all imprisoned yourselves as a species. When the door opens, will you walk out? Will you know what to do? Walk out without fear. And those who want to stay, you can't do anything for. Will you be left behind in the old space, or will you walk into the new? The old space will crumble. Why do you want to stay in a house that will crumble? It's already crumbling. There's not much left. Simply because you don't know anything else. The feminine is important in the new way. Because even as you expand beyond Earth, you've disconnected from that too. You live nowhere. You live in your head. Your head is nowhere. Your head is nothing. Live where you are. And anything that's new will flow to you automatically. There is no try. You can't control things the old way. Do things the new way. The new way is about joy, not suffering. You do not need to suffer to be a good person. You suffer because you play too seriously. You think that is you. Don't do things the old way. I'll take care of you. Trust. Make the leap, I'll catch you. We will catch you. Listen to the song in the wind. Listen to the song in the bees, the insects. Listen to the song of the animals. Learn to listen. You only listen to the voice in your head. You run around on a chain endlessly in a circle. We pity you. Want to take you off your chain so you can run free. But you don't want to be free. But you won't survive that way. You won't live, even as you're alive. So simple yet so hard. Ground your energy. Don't be afraid of me. I'm everywhere. I've always been there. I'm always around. I have 1,000 eyes. Speak. Always. Close. Soon. Don't waste time getting upset about what you can't change. Don't be distracted by what's irrelevant. Open your ears and you'll always know. You're there to open ears. Like the river, it flows. You can't force the flow. Time. That is all.